Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another sports presentation here on TCR Troy Community Radio and Troy Community Television on Demand. Hi, I'm Dave Fisher, Sports Director for TCR Troy Community Radio, along with my good friend right here, Doug Page. Doug, our first evening here at the Student Activity Center here at Troy High School, and we're opening up the Troy season, our broadcast season, with the Fairborn Firebirds.
It's going to be an interesting game, but I say that before every game, don't I?
Right, yes.
Well, they're facing an experienced team this year. Fairborn went 13-10 last year,
right,
and returned 7 of their top 10 players, including all 5 starters. They ran off 11 consecutive victories at the end of the year until they ran into Moeller and lost to Moeller in the playoffs. Their coach, Nathan Chivington, thinks this team is on track to start racking up another string of victories, and I can't blame him. Unlike last year when several of his starters were out with injuries at the start of the season, this year the Sky-hawks are all healthy. And according to the coach, the players have worked hard all summer and improved. Ouch. They opened the season a week ago with a 66-45 victory over Bellbrook. Chivington said his team started out tight. They only went into the half leading 30-27, but then they opened the second half with a 23-2 run.
Yes, if 25 points total in that third quarter, and Bellbrook only scored 19. Nine. Yes.
And all of that started off with guard Jordan Pomeroy just raining down threes. The offense runs through the 6-foot senior guard, who ended up with the night with 27 points, including 5 of 9 from 3 points. He also had 7 boards and 4 steals. And the coach called his performance a complete game. Yeah, I think that would sum that up. Defensively, the Sky-hawks look to Ryan Profit. He's a 6'4" junior center. He's going to be their inside presence. Against Bellbrook, he ripped down 8 rebounds, and then he added 3 steals.
Right.
So he's a handsman in the paint. And then there is Braden Lilly, another guard, 5'11". He's a junior, and he likes also to live on the outside. Chivington says he's got a nice touch out there.
Right.
But he has developed a couple moves. Now he can drive the lane, and he's not afraid to stop and pop that mid-range jumper that nobody else seems to ever make.
Right.
He's making those. As far as Chivington looking at the Sky-hawks, looking at Troy, they know their number one job, in the words of the coach, we got to stop number 2.
Romello Lecube.
He says Lecube is going to get a lot of shots.
Yes.
Defensively, he wants his players to push the Troy offense out defensively. Right. Make them, stick them in the corners, push them out to the 3-point line. In his words, they haven't shown any strength on 3-pointers, and I think he's right, because they're shooting just barely under 30% from 3-point line. I'm going to confuse this man with a town just west of us. And since he's a 2001 Miami East grad, and we'll talk about that at halftime.
Right.
He expects his players, Chivington expects his players to be driving the paint. He's got a purpose in mind. He wants them to get to the line. He believes in these kids, in their free throw shooting, although they just barely got 50% against Bellbrook. He thinks he wants them to the line. He wants to see those balls ripping the net. It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be a good ball game. And looking at the Troy side, Romello Lecube is right now, early on in this season, he's the number 4 leading scorer in the G-Walk. He's had 2 really good games. He had 30 against. He had 30 in the first game, and he had 27 24 in the last game, he's number 4 with 25.5 points. Again, early on in the season, but Romelo's definitely stepped up to the plate and was been able to get some shooting. Not only that, he's also been able to dish the ball off. Even in the loss against Fairmont, was able to get about five assists. So he is helping out the team in various ways. But the key to tonight's ball game, and when I met with the coach last night, and you're going to hear from him here shortly, is free throws. They are shooting terrible. They are shooting less than 50% from the charity stripe. And if anybody's listening to any of our broadcasts, I say it time and time again when we come to basketball, you win and lose ball games at the free throw line. Defense and free throws. Yes.
And that's what we both want to see tonight.
Yes, it ought to be a good ball game. Looking forward to it. But also Troy has Austin Persinger. He has stepped up to the plate and has played a couple good ball games also. The other big man that Troy has is Austin Funderburg. Austin at times plays extremely well, and then the next game he doesn't show up. But again, coach says you got to get some good games out of both of those big men.
What about this sophomore that he's starting? I'm going to let you pronounce his name.
Yes.
Off Deutsch.
Yeah. Reichelferder that's the way.
That sounds good enough.
Reichelferder is, and if I'm wrong, folks, someone please correct me out there. But
we're going to call him Zach tonight.
We'll call him Zach. He's a 6'3" sophomore forward. He's starting tonight for the Trojans, and it ought to be interesting. It's like Coach Zawalski said about sophomores. He's got one over at Troy Christian. You just can't count on them because they're sophomores. So looking at that, and hopefully he gets a little bit more comfortable as the year goes along. But the trouble at hand for the Trojans is absolutely Jordan Pomeroy. This kid we saw him last year. He can fill up the rock.
Well, he's a good point/shooting guard. He runs the offense. He's got lots of tools. I mean, these kids have been playing together. His starting 5.
Right.
This is their second or third season in one case, and a couple cases of playing together. And that makes a big difference. And one of the things their coach stressed was they have to find the open man. They run something called a flex or a swing offense, a kind of combination. If you watched Wisconsin play, kind of like that. A lot of ball movement, a lot of cutters. It's looking for the open man. And we saw it in the JV game, which was
a
blowout.
It was a blowout. Fairborn just absolutely took it to the Troy Trojan JVs.
38-point lead. Boy, they hit the open man just about every time down the court.
Good ball presence, good court presence we saw that in the JV game for Fairborn, and you expect nothing less coming out of the varsity. So we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back with the coaches report here on TCR Sports.
Jim Taylor's Troy Ford, 3230 South County Road, 25A, right here in Troy. 339-2687 or TroyFord.com. At Jim Taylor Troy Ford, you'll not only find low prices on great vehicles, but an award-winning service department as well. Jim Taylor's Troy Ford, 3230 South County Road, 25A, right here in Troy.
Welcome back to Student Activity Center here at Troy High School. We're here with Coach Paul Brennigan, varsity coach for Troy, and your first time around. First, Coach, I want to welcome you to Troy, Ohio.
Thanks a lot. It's been enjoyable for me, and I've met a lot of nice people here.
Yeah, your inaugural year here at Troy, you opened up with St. Mary's and had a very good game against them. Had a little hiccup here last weekend against Fairmont, but for the most part, it looks like the kids are playing fairly well.
Yeah, we're trying to get them to play hard and play hard all the time and play together. And we just didn't defend and rebound like I hoped against Fairmont, and that hurt us.
Yeah. I was looking at free throws a little bit, having a little problem at the foul line, the charity stripe also.
Free throws have been a little bit of a problem early too, but we're hoping to get that straightened out.
One thing I was noticing with your, you've got a good cast of seniors this year, and, with Austin Persinger, Austin Funderburg, Romelo Akub has had 2 really good games, and I'm sure you're expecting a lot out of the seniors this year.
Yeah, and we've got good contributions from juniors also, and we got a sophomore playing too, so we're hoping to find a mix that'll work. And, you know, I feel like we got 8 or 9 guys I can go to on the bench.
You know, looking at tonight's game against Fairborn, what do you expect out of the Sky-hawks?
Well, they're pretty veteran group. They've got 4 out of 5 starters back. They'll look to shoot the 3 quite a bit, and you know, they play some half-court man defense, and you know, we're going to have to do a good job defensively on them, and we're going to have to keep them to 1 shot, and then on offense, we got to play together and screen for each other, and you know, get good shots.
I noticed, like I said, Romelo's also getting some assist in that. So, you know, anytime he scores 30 and has 5 assists, that's a good ball game.
And that's pretty good. And so, yeah, he's distributed the ball pretty well when he's not been open and hasn't forced a whole lot, and that's what we like to see.
Yeah, so you've got a tough week tonight, opening up here with Fairborn, and then you travel to Greenville here soon. So I mean, you're going to have a busy week, and the kids are going to have to be on their game.
Yeah, we go to Greenville, and then we go to Northmont on Saturday. So it'll be good for us, and we're looking forward to it.
Good enough. We're here with Coach Brannigan, and anything else you'd like to say here before you kick things off tonight?
Just looking forward to playing, and you know, just looking forward to getting going tonight.
Wonderful. Again, Coach Brannigan here with the Troy High School, and we'll be back with the starting lineups here on TCR Troy Community Radio and Troy Community Television on demand right after these messages.
Bodey's Automotive, 407 Peters Avenue, Troy, Ohio, 937-703-1614. Tune-ups, brakes, computer analyzing, suspension work, and auto collision and restoration. Your complete service and collision center. For all your automotive needs, go to Bodey's Automotive.
Welcome back to the Student Activity Center here on the campus of Troy High School. We're getting ready to tip off tonight's game. The Troy Trojans taking on the Fairborn Sky-hawks. I'm Dave Fisher along with my good friend Doug Page, and here we are at the pregame show, Doug. And there are a few more games around the area tonight. Pickwa's at home against Wapakoneta. Tip City's on the road at Graham. And the Troy Christian Eagles are playing across town. They're at home against Dayton Christian. And, you know, so those are the 3 games that the county teams are playing here tonight on a Tuesday, which this time of year, normally there's quite a few Tuesday night games getting ready to kind of set things up for the holidays.
Well, it's, you know, it's the 8th of December, and I think I looked at the thermometer this afternoon, and it was 57 degrees in the backyard on Plum Street. That's just not right.
You can't beat that.
Not right.
You can't beat that at all.
I'm afraid we're going to have to pay for it at some point. But back to basketball.
Probably so. And then, you know, looking forward, we will be over at Greenville on Friday night. And I guess, again, the leading scorer in the G-Walk early on, Clay Giozzi. You know, we have called that kid's name for the last 4 years on basketball and football, and he's a heck of a baseball player also. You know, so this kid is, you know, just incredible. What an athlete they have at Clay Giozzi over Greenville. But that's coming up on Friday night. But tonight, the problem at hand is the Fairborn Sky-hawks.
And it could be a handful here. It looks to me as if Troy is going to try to pack the middle as much as it can with their big men. You know, come and get it if you think you can. They're going to alter some shots, but at the same time, Fairborn may just say, okay, we're just going to sit back here and rain down threes.
Right.
And it's going to be interesting. Shivington is entering his 9th season now with Fairborn. Makes him one of the elder statesmen, and I don't even know if the boy's 30 yet.
Right, yes.
I'm sure he is. And then we have on the Troy side one of the elder statesmen of high school basketball.
Paul Bremigan coming down from the MAC, and you know, he's one of those coaches. I've had the opportunity to sit in on a couple of his practices and also watched him early on in one scrimmage. Different coaching style from Coach Miller of last year, a little more reserved, but he definitely knows how to it looks like he gets the kids motivated anyways, you know.
You don't last 30 years in that business without knowing how to deal with young people without knowing how to coach them up, with always keeping your composure. I tell you, 30 years is a long time for anybody in anything. But a high school coach, and you keep winning and winning and winning. He must know something.
Well,
more than I do, that's for sure.
Like I said, last night we were here, and like I said, we taped the coach's report, of course, and you know, we was watching him practice, and one drill that he did, he wanted to run the offense, and he told his boys, do not take a shot. Do not take a shot. Run it. Even though you have a shot, just keep running it over and over and over again. And, you know, I haven't seen that out of a coach in a long, long time. But he brought back fond memories of when I was playing 116 years ago. So, you know, it's one of those things that it was a very interesting practice. It, you know, looked like the guys here are buying into his system. We'll wait and see how this whole thing plays out.
Well, it's execution.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we're talking about 15, 16, 17-year-olds, maybe an 18 thrown in there.
Right.
It's hard to get your mind and your body together. At that age, it's even harder.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're getting ready here to tip this thing off tonight. Troy Trojans taking on the Fairborn Sky-hawks, and we'll be right back after these messages with the opening lineups for tonight's ball game here on TCR Sports.
Jim Taylor's Troy Ford, 3230 South County Road, 25A, right here in Troy. 339-2687 or TroyFord.com. At Jim Taylor Troy Ford, you'll not only find low prices on great vehicles, but an award-winning service department as well. Jim Taylor's Troy Ford, 3230 South County Road, 25A, right here in Troy.
Welcome back to Student Activity Center here at Troy High School, where the Troy Trojans are getting ready to take on the Fairborn Sky-hawks. And for tonight's Fairborn starting lineup, my good friend Doug Page.
Number 1, a senior 6-foot guard, Jordan Pomeroy. Number 2 on his jersey, a senior 5'10 guard, Aaron Childers. Number 12, a junior 5'11 guard, Brandon Lilly. Now to the big men, number 15, Jacob Webb, a 6'4 junior. And number 33, Ryan Profit, a 6'4 junior.
And that's the starting lineup for the Fairborn Sky-hawks. And for your Troy Trojans, number 2, a 5'7 senior guard, 4th leading scorer in the G-Walk, Romello Yakub. A 6-foot junior guard wearing number 10, Ryan McClurg. A sophomore, 6'3 forward, Zach Reichenferter. A senior, 5'10 guard wearing number 23, DeMarcus Moody. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Troy Trojans, a senior, 6'4 forward wearing number 32, Austin Persinger. There's your starting lineups. You got 8 minutes on the clock, Doug. And here we go. Set back, folks. Enjoy Troy Trojan basketball here on TCR Troy Community Radio and Troy Community Television on Demand. And I want to thank Kyle Matthews back at the station, and our good friend David Denoyer is doing the video for Troy Community Television on Demand. So thank you both gentlemen for making this possible. And
without whom we would be dead air.
Absolutely.
I've got to get Denoyer to make me look better.
Makeup, like I said this morning on the morning show with Lori Klinn. I kept saying, makeup.
Yeah, well, we both have a face for radio.
And that's what I said on a post today on my Facebook page. So here we go. Looks like DeMarcus, or Zach Reichenferter is going to jump center. Said 6'3 sophomore.
He's up against Profit.
Up against Profit. Well, it looks like they're getting ready, and the ball is up, and this game's underway, controlled by Troy. Romello Yakub with the basketball. He's being guarded by Profit. Run over to the right side of Zach. Zach with the basketball. He's looking to do something with it. No good, but he got it tipped away. Steal by Fairborn, off to the races, and 2 points. They open up. Brandon Lilly with the steal. Starts off with a turnover. Yakub with the basketball, gets across the timeline. He's being guarded by Pomeroy. Still McCurg with the basketball on the far left side, kicks it over to Zach, number 23. Kicks it back at the top of the key to Yakub. Yakub looking to dribble, gets in the baseline, gets it inside, tried to make a pass to number 22, DeMarcus Mooney, but it didn't happen. Here comes Fairborn. Fairborn gets it in, and the big man, number 33, he's fouled
Mr.
by
Prophet.
Austin Persinger.
I think he's got about 20, 30 pounds on Persinger.
Absolutely. Looks like he goes about 220. Gets it in to Pomeroy. No good. In and out. And a foul. Persinger gets his first foul, and that's going to send Pomeroy to the line. Shooting 2. Pomeroy you would expect him to be a good free throw shooter, and he misses the first one in and out.
That took a 360.
That definitely was around the rim and out. Persinger going to set down and bringing in Funderburg right away. Coach doesn't waste any time. I've seen this before in the scrimmage. Pomeroy at the line shooting the next one. He gets it right through the bottom of the well. Gets inbound to Coop. Coop getting it across the timeline, and now he's been picked up by Childers. Childers gets it over to Zach. Zach with looking inside, nothing going on there. He picked up his dribble. He's being hounded. Gets it to Coop. Coop going to the far right side, goes all the way around the left. Still on the dribble. Looking inside, Persinger, or I should say Funderburg working really hard. Gets it to Zach Clifford, and there's a foul underneath.
33. Prophet.
And Prophet gets called with the foul. Looks like Coach brought in Funderburg to go head-to-head with Prophet.
2 wide bodies.
Moody taking the ball out of bounds. Looking inside, gets it to McClurg. McClurg stops and pops, no good. Rebound, Fairborn. Pomeroy on the dribble. Gets it over to Lilly. Kicks it around to Prophet. Prophet looking nowhere to go. All the way to the left side to Schweitzer. Schweitzer out the pump. No, that's Childers. And he in and out, no good. Battled, rebound Moody. Here comes Yakub for Troy. Gets it across the timeline, coming up the right side. Looking on the dribble, still on the dribble, being guarded by Childers. And he backs it out, sets the offense. Fairborn just kind of backs her way in. Tries to force it into Funderburg, no good. Yakub with it, stops, pops at the right elbow, got it. 5:58 left here in the first quarter. It's a 3-2 lead for Fairborn. Prophet with the basket. Pomeroy with the basketball, gets over to Schweitzer. Schweitzer on the dribble. It's to Childers. Childers over to Pomeroy. Pomeroy no good, and there's a foul on the inside. Looks like that's going to go against Prophet on the push. Officials giving him what he did. He leaned in, and that's what was a call. Good work by the official on that. Kind of let the young man know what was going on. But that's 2 fouls for Prophet, and their big man is going to sit down. 5:45 left here in the first quarter. Troy trails by a point.
They moved the 6'4" kid Webb into the inside to take on Funderburg.
So now Webb's in. Number 14 in for Troy. That's Kennel. And gets it into Funderburg. Funderburg kicks it out to McCurg. He gets it stripped. And then Lilly with the strip gets it all the way down to number 15. No good. Kicks it out. And here comes Yakub. Yakub on the dribble. Gets across the timeline, heading right up the center of the basketball floor, right atop the key. Stop, pop for 3. No good. Battle inside. Nice hands by number 15, Webb. Lilly across the timeline. He's on the dribble. He's being guarded by McCurb. Kicks it over to Webb. Webb gets it back to Childers. He stops, pops for 3. Count it. Lilly with 3. 6-2 lead now by Fairborn. 4:43 left. Miller Coop gets it over to the far left side. That's Kennel. Back to McCurb. Kennel with the basketball in the dribble left. He stops, he pops, no good. Rebound Fairborn. 15 Webb with the rebound. It's across the timeline is Lilly. Far right side of Pomeroy. Back to Schweitzer at the top of the key. Gets it back to Lilly. They're looking to drive. No good. Stripped by Troy. McCoob trying to dribble through two of them. No good. The ball's on the floor, and here comes Pomeroy on the left side, all by himself. He scores it. A little sloppy play right there at half court, both teams, and we've got a timeout on the floor, and we're going to take one too. We'll be right back with more Troy High School basketball action here on TCR Sports.
Bodey's Automotive, 407 Peters Avenue, Troy, Ohio, 937-703-1614. Tune-ups, brakes, computer analyzing, suspension work, and auto collision and restoration. Your complete service and collision center. For all your automotive needs, go to Bodey's Automotive.
Welcome back to Student Activity Center here at Troy High School. Troy Trojans taking on the Fairborn Sky-hawks. McCoob with the basketball, gets it across the timeline. This is Zach Furter. Off to Kemmel. Kemmel with the dribble. He looks to pass to McCurb. Nobody in hold.
5 turnovers.
That's not good, and we're just a little over halfway through the first quarter. 3:38 left. Troy trails 8-2. Tries to make a steal on Pomeroy. No good. Pomeroy still on the dribble. Looking to shoot. Nothing going on there. Gets into Schweitzer. Schweitzer to the hole. No good. Rebound, Reichelferter. McCoob across the timeline. Dribbles left. Spins back right. In the corner to Kennel. Kennel for three. Got it. 3. Nice shot. Here comes Pomeroy for Fairborn. Kicks it off in the left side for 3, and they come right back and answer it. I think that was number 12, Lilly. And Troy's right back at it. It's all right across the left side to Kennel. Kennel looked at to McClurg. McClurg kicks it into the big man, Funderburg. Funderburg out. Dribble with Zach. Zach looking to go to the hole, and there's going to be a foul. And that foul is going to go against, wait for the official, number 15, Jacob Webb for Fairborn. That is his first. That's the Fairborn Sky-hawks' third foul, but that's going to send Zach Reichelferter to the line shooting 2. First went in and out, rolled around the rim, and came out. 2:43 left here in the first quarter. Troy trails 11-5. Reichelferter at the line shooting the second one. No good off the back of the rim. Missed them both. Big rebound by Jacob Webb. And here comes Pomeroy. Pomeroy on the dribble. He's being guarded by Kennel. Goes right to the hole, in and out. Fight for the rebound. And goes out of bounds off Reichelferter.
Just say Zach.
That's what I'm going to here in a minute. So out of bounds to the Sky-hawks. Kick it all around to the top. Gets it back to Pomeroy. Pomeroy in the corner for Schweitzer. Schweitzer for 3, way downtown. That one brought rain. That increases the lead to 14-5 with 2 minutes 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. McCoob on the dribble. Busio now in for Troy, number 24. He's being guarded by Lilly. Lilly kicks it all around. There's McCoob. McCoob stops, pops, got it.
Nice fall-away jumper.
Nice shot by Romello. Here comes Pomeroy for the Sky-hawks. Kicks it back to Esterling's now in for Fairborn. All the way across to Lilly. In and out, no good. Rebound, Busio for Troy. Pushing it up to the left side. Nobody at home for Troy. Busio still on the dribble. Kicks it off to Kennel for 3. No good. Rebound, Fairborn. Air ball by that, you hear the fans call it. Pomeroy stops, pops for 3. No good. Big rebound. That's going to go off Kennel and out of bounds to Fairborn. Both Zach and Keenan Kennel were fighting for the ball, and it went out of bounds off the Trojans.
So far, the Sky-hawks are 3 for 3 on 3-pointers.
The last couple of them is absolutely drew rain. Kicks it into Childers for 3. No good. Short. Childers with his own rebound, kind of banged around in there, kicks it up. And Fairborn sets themselves back up. Lily with the ball, being guarded by Koob. Lily stops, pops at the right elbow, no good. Big rebound by Webb, no good. Finally gets pulled down by Thunderberg for Troy. Koob kicks it all the way up to Busio to the left side. Busio had nowhere to go, picks up his dribble, back to Koob on the left. He's dribbling right. And there's a foul outside. That foul's going to go against Brandon Esterling, a 5'8" junior from Fairborn. Easterling. Looks like Webb is going to sit down. They brought in, looks like number 21, Bailey. So Bailey's going to match up against Austin Thunderberg. 53.9 seconds left here in the first quarter. Koob with the basketball. He's being guarded by number 3, Easterling. Busio on the right side. He's being pressured by Lily. Kennel with the basketball on the left. On the dribble, looking to get it to a Koob. They're looking to trap. Kennel inside, gets it to Thunderberg. Thunderberg going right to the basket, and it goes. Blocking foul on looks like number 5, Lillian Schweitzer. Thunderberg was able to get the body by him and go right up in. Nice strong move by number 34 for the Trojans.
He is playing, I think, better than I have ever seen him play. He is being physical, and he's learned some moves.
So Thunderberg at the line shooting a long 3. The first one's up, no good, and that's going to go out of bounds and is tipped off of Troy, off of Busio. And Fairborn will have it with 29 seconds left here in the first quarter with a 5-point lead. Trojans are hanging tough after struggling early on in this first quarter. Pomeroy with the basketball, being guarded by a Koob. He kicks it over to Schweitzer. Schweitzer all the way over to Bailey. Back to Easterling. Childers. Pomeroy now has it. They're just running a weave at the top of the key between the two circles. Now they're looking to start it with 3 seconds left. Childers. Pomeroy has it. He forces a shot at the buzzer. No good. And that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first, it's the Fairborn Sky-hawks 14, our Troy Trojans 9. We'll be right back after these messages here on TCR Sports.
Jim Taylor's Troy Ford, 3230 South County Road, 25A, right here in Troy. 339-2687 or TroyFord.com. At Jim Taylor Troy Ford, you'll not only find low prices on great vehicles, but an award-winning service department as well. Jim Taylor's Troy Ford, 3230 South County Road, 25A, right here in Troy.
Welcome back to the Student Activity Center here at Troy High School. The Troy Trojans trail the Fairborn Sky-hawks 14-9 after the first half. And I'd like to thank a few more of our sponsors that make it all happen here on TCR Sports. Arden's Party Time, Hoagie's Pizza House, Dave's Services, the Troy Meat Shop, Mosley's Stove Shop and Chimney Sweep, Tim Purdy, Remax Professionals, HTM Credit Union. Thank you very much, underwriters. Without you, we wouldn't be able to bring you this basketball game here tonight on a fine Tuesday night. Fairborn has the basketball, kicks it in to Pomeroy. Pomeroy's being hounded by Kimmel. Pomeroy goes right to the basket. No good. Good defense by the Trojans. Big rebound, and here comes a Koob. Romello with the basketball on the dribble. Dribbles left, stops, pops, right at the foul line. Nice shot. Cuts the lead to 3. 7:35 left here in the second quarter. Fairborn with the ball. Childers with the shot, no good. Another rebound by Moody. Moody with a great rebound. I'm sorry, that was Holdenfurter. On the dribble is Busio on the right side. He stops, he pops, he got it. And we got a timeout on the floor. We're trying to figure out what is going on. I think there was there a warning on touching the basketball after it went through the basket? Is that what that was, Doug?
I'm not sure. I wasn't looking. I was trying to keep score.
I see. Anyways, Troy has now cut this lead of Fairborn just to 1 with 7:10 left to go here in the second quarter. They're running a weave. Pomeroy at the top of the key, no good. Oh, nice play by number 12, Lilly. He was able to go after the basketball and throw it off Austin Persinger. Austin wasn't paying attention on that one, should have had a handle on it, but it's Fairborn's ball. Gets it in to Lilly. Lilly around the horn to Childers. Childers with the basketball, back to Lilly, back to Childers. Kicks it over to Schweitzer. Schweitzer to Pomeroy. Pomeroy all the way across to Bailey. Back for 3. Got it.
Lilly again.
Lilly. That kid has hit 2 of them so far. He's hit 4 already. And that's 6:30 left to go here in the second quarter. Troy with the basketball, gets it over to Kennel. Around the horn to Busio. Looking in the post to Persinger. Persinger going right to the basket, no good. Nice follow. Kemmel with the shot, no good. Some pushing inside, and we're going to see who that call is going to go against. It's going to go against Fairborn. Looks like number 21, and that's it. Lillian Bailey gets called with the foul. A little pushing and shoving going on there underneath. Fairborn leading this right now 17-13 with 6:15 left to go in the second quarter. Troy with the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Busio triggering it in. Looking nowhere to go. He calls a timeout. And Troy calls a timeout, but it was a 5-second call first before he was able to get the timeout called. So they turned the ball over on a 5-second call. So Fairborn has the basketball. Pomeroy with it. Gets across the timeline to Schweitzer. Schweitzer back to Pomeroy. Pomeroy all the way across to Lilly. Lilly still with the ball. Throws it clear across court. Out of bounds. A turnover. Fairborn.
Looking for an open man that wasn't there.
He just kind of tossed that across the court. It's just like he was hoping somebody would be there. No one home, so Troy has the basketball. Kubwith on the dribble. Got a double team at the top of the key. He's still on the dribble, looking to go right. Drops to Persinger. Persinger was
out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Coach does not look happy.
No, court presence. Court presence, young men. I know you can get pushed out of bounds sometimes, but you got to know where you're at on the floor at all times.
It's kind of interesting, the quick double team they put on Yakub.
Yes.
They just, all of a sudden, 2 guys on both sides, and he's going, where'd you guys come from?
Somebody's got to be open. He's going to have to realize that. Across the timeline is Childers. Childers gets it over to Lilly. Lilly looks inside to Schweitzer. Nice give and go by the Sky-hawks. That's increased their lead with 5:29 to 19-13 over the Trojans. Trojans just keep hanging around in this ball game. If they get something going, I think they could play with these Sky-hawks. Coop right in the center of the jump circle on the dribble. Looking to go left. So gets it across on the dribbles. Moody. Moody still with the basketball, looking to spread it out. Had Persinger wide open on the left side. And it goes out of bounds. Was not tipped, so it goes over to Fairborn.
Yakub is out, and Stafford is in.
So we got Stafford in, Akub is out, and Busio is out, and they brought McClurg back in. Schweitzer gets it off to, and we got a traveling call against Fairborn, so Fairborn turns it over with 4:57 left. Troy trailing by 6, 19-13. Both teams have been a little sloppy from time to time. Stafford on the dribble, gets it over to Moody. Moody to Zach. And there's a travel call. Stafford didn't put the basketball on the floor in time and gets called for a traveling.
It's kind of interesting how the game gets out of whack.
And it happens to both teams.
Both teams get out of whack. There's no flow to it.
Pomeroy with the dribble going down the right side. Looks, kicks it into Childers. Childers, nice block by Persinger coming from behind. He didn't see that coming. Good block by Austin Persinger. Good court presence on that one to keep aware of where that basketball is at. Childers going to get it in. They kick it all the way out to Pomeroy. Pomeroy around the horn, a long three, and a foul afterwards. It counted. This is a 4-point play possibility. Lilly hits another three-pointer from way downtown and gets fouled and sends him to the line for the 4-point play.
He is now 4 for 4. I guess I dreamt that one.
I don't know. I was wondering. He hits the free throw, and that's going to increase their lead to 10 points. Just that quick, they're up 10. Stafford with the basketball on the dribble, being guarded by Childers. Childers gets it in, mishandled. Looks like Zach still got a hold of the basketball, forces it, gets it up, and he gets fouled. Recklenfurter looks, is that who? Recklenfurter got the foul? Is that what he said?
Yep.
I thought it was going against Fairborn. Anyways, Recklenfurter with the foul. Fairborn with the basketball. Gets it all the way down in the left corner to Childers. He kicks it all the way around, and Pomeroy has it. And he throws it right to Moody. Moody looking to go to the basket. No good. And Zach Persinger tried to follow it. No good, but here comes Fairborn. 2-on-1. Stop. Pop. Lilly missed that one. No good. It's batted around, and Fairborn was able to save it. Gets it in. Schweitzer with the basketball. Childers at the top of the key. He's almost to the jump circle. Gets it over to Lilly. Lilly to Pomeroy. To Schweitzer at the top. Back to Lilly. Lilly to Schweitzer at the top of the key. No good. Short. Nobody boxed out. Childers coming through. He's able to kick it back. Lilly again. 3 and a foul. That one's going to go against Austin Persinger. Oh no, that's going to go against Fairborn, number 33, Ryan Profit. I thought he was calling that against Persinger after the three-pointer by Lilly, but no, Profit gets his. That's his third foul with only 3:18 left here in the second quarter. So their big man, Ryan Profit's in foul trouble, and that's going to send number 22, Recklenfurter, to the line, shooting a 1 in bonus. His first attempt is away, and he gets it. 3:18 left. Thank a few more of our sponsors: Caliber Home Loans, Stanley Steamer, International College of Broadcasting, and Heath Murray State Farm Insurance. And the second attempt is good. Nailed them both to cut this lead to 9 with 3:18 left to go in the second quarter. And there's a timeout on the floor, and we're going to take one too. Right here with more Troy High School basketball action here on TCR Sports.
Bodey's Automotive, 407 Peters Avenue, Troy, Ohio, 937-703-1614. Tune-ups, brakes, computer analyzing, suspension work, and auto collision and restoration. Your complete service and collision center. For all your automotive needs, go to Bodey's Automotive.
Welcome back to the Student Activity Center here at Troy High School. The Troy Trojans trail the Fairborn Sky-hawks 26-15 with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the second quarter. Doug?
12-4 run by the Sky-hawks. Right. They just raining down those threes.
Yeah, unfortunately, I said Lilly has he's missed one now. How many threes does he have?
He is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes. So he's 5 of 6.
He's got 15 of their 26 points. Pomeroy hasn't been much of a problem, but Pomeroy with the basketball gets it to Lilly. Lilly looking to drive around the back pass to Childers. Childers able to handle cross court. Persinger with the steal. Persinger got one to beat, and that's Pomeroy. Takes it right to the hoop, rolls it around. Nice move by Austin Persinger, and we got. Looks like Childers is down, ankle. This is not good. He's trying to get up and walk this thing off. Stay down, young man. You're better off to get a little help. But that is hurting.
It's the ankle. Anybody that's had that knows.
Yes.
If you don't cry like a baby, you're a better man than I.
I've had numerous tears well up in the corner of my eyes. I mean, I've outright bawled, too, when you twist an ankle. I'm just going to be honest. So Fairborn with the basketball. Pomeroy getting across the timeline, dribbling up the right side. Gets it across to Lilly. Lilly still on the dribble. He's looking to go left. No good. Gets it off to Easterling. Easterling back to Lilly in the corner for three. Count it. That kid is on fire tonight. He's hit him from all over. Gets it around the horn to McClurd. McClurd to Moody. To Romello LeCoub going right side. No good.
Yeah, that'll be foul on Moody.
And it is number 23. DeMarcus Moody with the foul. That's his second. That's the team's fifth. Troy is still not in the one and bonus yet. So Fairborn has the basketball. Pomeroy dribbling it up slowly. Gets it across the timeline, starting left, then going right. Still with the dribble, gets it off to Lilly. Lilly for three again. No, off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound Fairborn. Pomeroy with the basketball at the top of the key. They reset it. Looking for Lilly. Nothing going. Pomeroy still with the ball. Kicks it all the way across to Schweitzer. Back to Lilly. Back to Schweitzer. Kick. And that kick was Reichenfurter. Oh, player control. Did not see that. Must have been away from the basketball. Number 15, Jacob Webb gets called for the foul. That's his second. That's the 18th foul for the Sky-hawks. Reichenfurter gets it into LeCoub. Romello with the basketball, dribbling across the timeline. He's being guarded by Easterlin. Kicks it over to Thunderberg. Big man way outside LeCoub. LeCoub going to the baseline, gets it and one. Went right by Easterlin. Easterlin grabbed on. LeCoub with a nice left-handed dish, puts it in. Cut this lead to only 10 by the Sky-hawks with 1:46 left. LeCoub going to the line, shooting the three-point play from the charity stripe. Takes a few dribbles, eyes it up, releases the basketball, got it. Cuts this lead to 9. Fairborn with the basketball. Lilly with it on the dribble. Had it knocked away by Kennel, but Kennel gets it back. Off in the corner to Lilly. Lilly looking inside. Nothing doing. Ball is going to go out of bounds.
Good defense.
It's going to stay with Fairborn, but you're absolutely right, Doug. Good defense.
They didn't get fooled that time. There was not an open man.
Easterling going to trigger the ball out of bounds for Fairborn. Gets off the Webb. Webb all the way outside. Inside Easterling. Easterling forces it up, but gets the foul. Again, that's going to go against Romello LeCoub. The little body. That's his first foul. The Trojans' sixth foul here with 1 minute and 27 seconds. So Easterling at the line shooting 2. First one's away and in and out. We take a few more of our sponsors here. Underwriters, Sound City Music, Excellence in Dentistry, Willoughby's Hollow, Bodey's Automotive, and Union Savings Bank. The next one away for Easterling. He got that one to go. Extends this lead to 10 for the Sky-hawks. 1:24 left. Coop gets it across the timeline, gets it over to Reichenfurter. Reichenfurter with the stop, the pop for 3, no good. Far side rebound, Kennel. Good move. He stops for 3. No good. Hard off the iron. Still inside. Thunderberg with a big rebound. He's going to go to the line shooting 2. That foul looks like that's going to be against Easterling, and it was with a hold. That's his third foul. That's Fairborn's 10th foul. So from here on out, Troy Trojans are shooting 2. Thunderberg with his first one away. Rolls it around.
Oh,
he used every inch of the rim, folks. Front, back, side, corner, glass, and it went.
Timeout called by Fairborn.
It's a timeout called. It's a 30-second timeout. We're just going to stay right here. And, Doug, right now just trailing by 9. I mean, this game could be a lot worse than that.
Well, that's where that extra one is. Okay. If I count them up here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like it works out.
Right.
7 of 9 3-pointers for Lily.
Wow. I mean, he's absolutely Lily has absolutely lit this thing up tonight.
I mean, he's just.
What can you say? I mean, the kid's hot. I mean, once you get in that kind of zone, you just you just keep shooting it as long as you keep hitting.
As soon as they double up Lily, Pomeroy's going to just explode.
Well, we'll see. Right now, with 1:09 left to go here in the second quarter in the first half, Austin Funderburg back at the line shooting his second one. The first one he used it all. The next one he released right off the back of the iron and in. Good shooting by the big man for the Trojans. Cut this lead to 8. Gets it across the timeline. Pomeroy with the basketball. Kick go all the way over. I think that was supposed to go to Lily. Back to Pomeroy for 3.
Oh.
There it is. You called her, Doug.
That was downtown.
That was way downtown. 49 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
Just snapped the net
Trojans
with it.
trailing by 11. Gets it all the way across the left side of Kennel to McClurg. McClurg looking to dribble. He's held up by number 25, KJ Redmond, a sophomore, 5'10 sophomore. He's now in the ball game, so that's going to send Ryan McClurg to the line shooting 2. Well, I have to say that Trojans has had some good looks. They haven't been able to knock it down. The first one from McClurg is good. A few more of our sponsors that make it happen here on TCR Sports. Hybrid Strength and Fitness, Irwin Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Troy CarStar, Trojan Auto Care, Landsmart and Better Homes and Garden Realty. The second one away by McClurg is good. Cut this lead to 9. 36 seconds left here to go. Redmond across the timeline gets him to Pomeroy. Pomeroy back to Redmond. All the way across. And to the lane, Lily. And there's another 2 points for him. Extend this lead to 11. 20 seconds left here to go in the second quarter. The Cube on the dribble. Gets off to Kennel. Kennel going right to the hole. Nice drive, no good, but he gets his own rebound. Third with the basketball going left. He got it stripped all the way up to Florida Lily. Lily by himself, and he gets it to go. It's going to increase this lead to 13, and at the buzzer, a long shot, nothing happening. So at the end of the first half, it's a Troy Trojans 24, the Fairborn Sky-hawks 37. We'll be back with the halftime report after these messages here on TCR Sports.
Jim Taylor's Troy Ford, 3230 South County Road, 25A, right here in Troy. 339-2687 or TroyFord.com. At Jim Taylor Troy Ford, you'll not only find low prices on great vehicles, but an award-winning service department as well. Jim Taylor's Troy Ford, 3230 South County Road, 25A, right here in Troy.
Welcome back to the Student Activity Center here at Troy High School, where the Troy Trojans trail the Fairborn Sky-hawks at halftime, 37-24. And Doug, what can you say? Lily for the Sky-hawks has just been nothing but on fire here tonight.
Brandon Lilly, 26 points.
26 of the 37.
He has 7 of 9 from three-point range. Then he finished it up with 2 lay-ins.
Right.
I mean, come on. Give us a break here, son, and a free throw. So, it all kind of adds up. Pomeroy, 6 points, 3 in the first quarter, 3 in the second. He's doing what he needs to. He's making sure that the open man is his guard mate, Lily, because the Trojans have been keying on Pomeroy, and it bit him in the butt. Now, in that second quarter, when they were down like 12-2,
right.
Coach got involved.
Yes.
He was directing the play, and it made a big difference. Towards the end there, I think Troy got tired. because all of a sudden they're chasing the Sky-hawks all over the court. They're going into this weave offense, and they were so good at it by the time the fifth pass was completed, either at the elbow or in the corner. There was Lily, nobody near him.
Right.
Bingo. They doubled up on Lily towards the end. Out deep to Pomeroy, and he hit a laser three-pointer. There was almost no arc to it, and I swear there must have been smoke on that net. It went through so hard. They're tough. Fairborn is tough.
They are very, very, patient. They run that offense, like you said, Doug. They had that weave going, and the Trojans was kind of trailing them through the weave, and then all of a sudden Lily popped out for another three-pointer. So, Coach Bremigan's going to have to try to find something to stop Lily. Again, the kid's in a zone. I mean, he is just absolutely filling it up.
We'll see what the second half brings. Now, Romelu Yakub, 9 points. He was dishing and driving. They had 2 men on him off and on most of the half. Underneath, a bright spot, Funderburg. This is a different young man this year. He's not afraid to use his height, his mass to move people defensively, to move people offensively. The thing that probably is killing the coach right now is they have missed, by my memory, 7 layups.
Yes. They
weren't easy layups. You're going through a forest of arms here. You got 6'4", you got 6'3", you got 6'2", and when you're Romelu Yakub at 5'7", that's a lot of arms.
Yes.
So they're coming in at bizarre angles. They're having to try that bank shot, and I tell you, Moody missed a couple that hit one rim, hit the other rim. Not much you can do.
Those kind of shots are ones that you even though there's a lot of bodies around, you square yourself to the glass and you go strong and you finish. Troy has not finished those shots here tonight. And,
I will tell you something. What's kept them in the game? They are 7 of 8 from the free throw line. They didn't miss a free. It's easy for you to say. They didn't miss a free throw in the second quarter.
Right.
They had 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. So they were 7 of 9, 7 of 10. I'm sorry, I can't add.
Right.
But that, 70% from the line, I'll take that any night.
Yes, absolutely, because Funderburg hit 2, and he's always been suspect on far as going to the free throw line. So
he's 2 of 3.
Yep. So so he's come back, and like I said, talking to the coach, last night, that was one thing he was concerned about, was what was going to happen at the charity stripe, and the Trojans are doing well at that. To at least keep them in the ball game by 13. But at this point, they're going to have to try to find something to stop Lily. But like you said, Doug, Lily's if they start to slow him down, then you got Pomeroy that's coming right in behind him. So it's going to be a defensive challenge here in the second half for the Troy Trojans.
Prophet is sitting there, their big man inside, number 33, Ryan Prophet at 6'4". He's got 3 fouls.
Right.
That's why we're seeing Lily on the outside and on the drives, because their big man's not in there most of this first half. He picked up 2, bing, bing, sat out most of the first quarter. I'm going to say he played maybe 5 minutes of the second quarter.
Right.
Funderburg was all over him like an ugly suit.
Right.
Not that Funderburg is ugly. No, he's bigger than I am. So he's a very nice-looking young man.
Well, the other thing that that we have to talk about here, just real quick. We're going to get ready to go into a break. Is Troy has allowed the Sky-hawks to get second and third shots at the rim. The defensive glass for the Trojans has been a little bit weak here tonight, but you have to give the Sky-hawks credit. They've been crashing the offensive boards.
And blocking out.
So, so that's going to be a key going into the second half. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with the start of the second half. Troy Trojans taking on the Fairborn Sky-hawks right here on TCR Sports.
Bodey's Automotive, 407 Peters Avenue, Troy, Ohio, 937-703-1614. Tune-ups, brakes, computer analyzing, suspension work, and auto collision and restoration. Your complete service and collision center. For all your automotive needs, go to Bodey's Automotive.
Welcome back to the Student Activity Center here at Troy High School, where the Troy Trojans are taking on the Fairborn Sky-hawks. About 28 seconds left here in the halftime before we tip things off again. Troy trails this ball game 37-24, down 13, Doug. And again, Troy's going to have to find a way to stop Lilly and Pomeroy and do a little better job on the defensive glass. That's pretty much it.
And I need to grow more hair and grow 6 inches.
Yes.
Then I can keep up with, well, no, then I'll have more hair than you do.
Well, there you go. So the Trojans are going back with their starting lineup here tonight, which is Akub, McClurg, Reichenfurter, Moody, and Austin Persinger. Those are the 5, and my understanding is, Doug, they're going back. Fairborn starting with their starting 5. So Troy gets the basketball to start the second half, and here we go. Coop with the basketball over the timeline, kicking it down to the right side to Moody. Moody looking inside, all the way across the top of the key to Persinger. Kennel's in there. We missed Kennel. Is actually in for Troy. Kennel with the dribble. Still on the dribble, looking to go right. He's looking to go right down the side, down the lane. Nice pass. Persinger stops, pops, nice. That 7-footer is one of the toughest shots in basketball, and Austin Persinger nailed it.
That's what we've been looking for.
Cut this lead to only 11, but here comes Fairborn. Fairborn looking inside. Schweitzer on the dribble, gets it over to Lilly. Lilly off in the corner, Pomeroy. Pomeroy pump fake, got Austin Persinger up in the air, but no good. Schweitzer back to Pomeroy. Pomeroy at top key. He's being guarded by Kennel. Kennel still. Pomeroy with the dribble. Direct in traffic. Gets over to Schweitzer. Schweitzer to Childers. Childers with the basketball. He's being guarded by Reichenfurter. And a turnover. Here comes Austin Persinger looking to go to the basketball. Tipped away by Childers. And the ball's on the floor. And there's a... Do they call a jump ball, or what do they call it? They call it a timeout, Troy, and it'll be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay right here. Good heads up by Coach Brannigan. Called a timeout to keep this thing going. I'd like to thank some of our underwriters here on TCR Sports. Ording's Party Time, Hoagie's Pizza House, Dave's Services, the Troy Meat Shop, Mosley's Stove Shop and Chimney Sweep, Tim Purdy, Remax Professionals, HTM Credit Union. Thank you very much, underwriters. Without you, we wouldn't be able to bring you this live basketball action here on TCR Troy Community Radio and Troy Community Television on demand. This game should be up probably tomorrow night sometime on Troy Community Television on demand. Moody, the rookie, kicks it all the way out to Reichenfurter. Akub with the basketball now. He's being guarded by Pomeroy. They tried to do a jump, double team, and it looks like Pomeroy's going to get the call on that. I know Prophet was looking at the official like, oh no, not me. That'd be my 4th. But Troy's got the basketball. Pomeroy guarding Romello Akub. Mello on the dribble, gets it over to Kennel on the left side, way back out to the top of the key, all the way around the corner. There's going to be a foul, offensive foul. That looks like that's going to go against. That is going to go against 23, DeMarcus Moody. That is his 3rd foul for the Trojans. So each team has a foul starting here the second half. Schweitzer with the basketball, give and go to Lilly. Nice pass by Schweitzer, nice cut by Lilly to extend this lead back to 13 with 6:19 left here in the 3rd quarter. Mello gets it over to Kennel. Back up to Reichenfurter. to Persinger in the paint. He better get out of there. Reichenfeld for three. Got it. Nice shot by that young man.
That was sweet.
Cut this lead to 10. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Pomeroy with the basketball on the dribble. Gets it over to Schweitzer. Schweitzer being guarded by Reichenfeld. Shoulders. Profit now on the far right wing. Back to Lilly. Lilly with the behind the back dribble. To Profit, to Lilly, to Pomeroy. Back to Profit for three. No good. Again, rebound, offensive rebound by the Sky-hawks. Kicked out of bounds by Persinger. Will remain Fairborn's basketball with 5:34 left. Fairborn leading this thing by 13.
Stafford, it is in for Moody for Troy. 39-29.
Stafford in. You heard Doug say. Gets it to Pomeroy inside. Guy's hands. There's going to be a foul. They're going to call a kick.
Okay.
That kick was after we had control of the basketball, but okay. So Fairborn will have the ball out of bounds on the right side of their basket. Pomeroy triggered it into Childers. Childers to Schweitzer. Schweitzer being guarded by Reichenfeld. Childers backs it out. Childers now being guarded by Kennel. Kennel with the hold. That's going to be Kennel's
first foul.
That's his first foul. Thought he had another one early on, but I guess not. Okay. So out of bounds, Fairborn. Pomeroy kicks it into Childers. Childers being guarded by Kennel. And there's going to be a hold. That's going to go probably against number 4. Yes. That's going to go against Stafford. That's Devon Stafford. He was just hanging on to Lilly as Lilly went by him.
There's a little height difference there.
There is. There's about 6-7 inch height difference. Lily's going right to the post, but a turnover. Kennel got one in front of it. No good. He loses a handle and a traveling. Profit was able to pick it up, but wasn't able to put the ball down and got called with the walk after the turnover. And then they turned it right back over to Troy. So it'll be Troy's ball out of bounds on the far left side, right in front of the Troy bench. Kennel kicks it into a Coob. Coob on the dribble, far side over to Stafford. Stafford being guarded by Childers on the far right side wing, way outside. Reichenfeld with the dribble, still looking to dribble, still on the dribble, being guarded by Schweitzer. He loses it, but is fouled by Pomeroy.
His second, I believe.
I think that is his second foul here of the evening. With 4:55 left. That is his second foul. Like I said, 4:55 left. It's a 10-point lead for the Fairborn Sky-hawks. 39-29.
McClurg is back in. Stafford is out.
Okay, McClurg back in for the Trojans. Coob loses the handle. Nice hands by Pomeroy. He's up to Childers. Childers coming up the far on the right side, right wing, being guarded by McClurg. Schweitzer with the basketball. He's being guarded by Reichenfeld. Childers. Pomeroy going right to the basket. It's blocked, but they're going to call a body foul against McClurg. That should be his. How many's he got, Doug? I've lost count. I think it's his. Well, that's only his first. Okay. But that's going to send Pomeroy to the line. Shooting two. His first one's away, and he got it. I'd like to thank a few more of our underwriters here on TCR Sports. Caliber Home Loans, Stanley Steamer, International College of Broadcasting, Heath Murray State Farm Insurance, Sound City Music, and Excellence in Dentistry. Thank you very much, underwriters. Pomeroy's second attempt is good to extend this lead to 12, 41-29 with 4:35 left to go here in the third quarter. Coob across the timeline, gets it off to Kennel. Kennel on the drive, going to the hole, no good, got the block, but he goes right back to Reichenfeld and he puts it in. Good heads-up play by Zach.
Nice offensive rebound.
Pomeroy on the dribble. Easterman gets it over to Schweitzer. Schweitzer back to Pomeroy. They just kind of play give and go on the far right side. Easterling with the dribble. Gets it over to Profit. Profit off to Lilly. No good this time, and there's going to be a foul. See who that one's going to. There was a sea of blue. Oh, that's going to go against Pomeroy. That's his second. No, it's his third.
Third.
And the team's third foul, so Pomeroy's got 3 fouls. Kennel sets down, and they're bringing in Trey Busio. Busio in the ball game for the Trojans. Coop across the timeline, being guarded by Easterling. Over to McClurg on the far side. He's being guarded by Redmond. McClurg inside, tried to force it into Reichenfurter, but nothing there. Good hands by Fairborn. Here comes Lilly on the far right side. Profit way downtown for 3, no good. Didn't even make it there. And here comes the Trojans. Third with the rebound, gets it to Akub. Akub looking to dribble, kicks it into Persinger. Back to Akub, no good. Batted around, rebound Fairborn.
I thought Zach was going to tip that one in.
Redmond all the way up. Schweitzer with the pump fake, goes just inside the 3, no good. Big rebound by Persinger. Persinger to Akub. Here comes the Trojans. Tried to split the defenders, and they were able to slow him down. Akub still on the dribble, loses it, and back to Fairborn. Another steal by McClure. Going right to the basket, no good. About an 8-footer, couldn't get it to go, and here comes the Sky-hawks. Lilly with the behind the back to the left side, way out in the corner. Schweitzer, no good. Tip to McClure, loses the handle. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Looks like it went off Profit, and it did. It'll be Trojans basketball. Kennel's in for McClurg, and Moody sets down also. So we got Kennel, and Funderburg is back in for the Trojans.
Nice job by sophomore Zach. He had some good minutes there.
So we got the 2 big men for Troy is in. Funderburg with the big pick. Kennel going left side, nothing doing. Kicks it, give and go to Funderburg. Funderburg gets it to go. Nice heads
that
up
wide
basketball.
body was coming down the lane, and nothing was going to stop it.
I think some of the Fairborn players decided to bail out on that one. Profit with the basketball at the left elbow. He looking to spin, went right
nice
around
spin
Funderburg.
move.
Nice move, and looked like it went off of Profit. Childers had the basketball but lost it. 2:15 left here in the third quarter. It's a 41-33 lead for the Sky-hawks. Trojans got this thing to 8. What I could see happening here, folks, if the Trojans can keep pounding it inside, the Sky-hawks are got some ball players in foul trouble. Akub, man, telegraphed that pass to Kennel.
Redmond
just lost sight.
Just put his arm out there. And if he had on those NFL receiving gloves, it would have been a Odell Beckham catch.
Kennel kicks it into Akub. Akub being guarded by Childers. On the dribble towards the left side. Gets it at the left elbow to Kennel. Kennel over the Busio, way far right. Flicks it around to Persinger. Persinger on the drive. No good. He's going to be fouled out about the foul line, and that is going to go against
Bailey, I believe.
Number 21,
his
Llewellyn
second.
Bailey. That's the 4th team foul for the Sky-hawks. Gets it into Akub. Gets it into Big Funderburg. Funderburg going baseline, and there's going to be a blocking foul. That's going to go against Jacob Webb. Some of the Fairborn crowd didn't like that. Thought that Funderburg was hooking him with the elbow. I could possibly see that. That's his 3rd foul. Busio triggers it into Akub. Akub really quick. He gets called. Had to shuffle his feet to get that one off. So a turnover, Trojans. The 147 mark here in the third quarter.
They're not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. 8 points.
8-point lead for the Sky-hawks. Busio guarding Lilly. Lilly on the dribble, looking to go right side. Gets it off to Redmond. Redmond with about the 10-footer, no good. A rebound Kennel. Here comes Akub on the dribble. Left side, looking no place to go. Trying to find Persinger. Finds him in the hole. Persinger goes up strong. He is fouled. Depends on who they're going to call this on.
21. Bailey.
Yep, number 21, Llewellyn Bailey, a 6'3" senior. That is his 3rd foul. How many folks they got with 3 fouls there, Doug? At least 3.
2, 3, 4, 5 players with 3.
5 players with 3. First one by Persinger, rolls it around, gets it to go. One thing I saw last night at practice, when the coach and I did the coach's report, he told the boys you can't leave until you make 3 in a row. So they were still shooting when I left. But anyways, Persinger with the next one. That one goes off the rim.
Thunderberg with a push.
There was a lane violation by number 15. Yeah.
Well, that's why he got in there so fast.
Yeah.
I thought he got shoved.
Jacob Webb. I thought maybe they weren't going to call it, but the official had it. So Austin Persinger has another chance at this from the free throw line, and
Bingo.
He got it. The second one of 3 is a charm. So that 1:25 left, a buck and a quarter left here in the third quarter. It's a 6-point lead now for the Sky-hawks. Trojans just keep hanging around here. Pomeroy. It's over to Bailey. Back to Pomeroy on the right side dribble. Gets it into.
Nicely done.
Nice hands by Thunderberg. Tries to get it in the Webb. Thunderberg knocks it away. But the ball will remain to Fairborn. Childers getting ready to trigger this thing in for him. Gets it in the Webb. Webb looking, is being guarded by Thunderberg. Redmond tried to get it to Pomeroy off the dribble, and Pomeroy must have been standing out of bounds. Coach for is coming in, and Pomeroy is going to set down. Bringing Childers in. Nope. Easterling's out, and they're bringing Schweitzer back in. So you got number 21, Bailey's also in for the Sky-hawks. Akub with the dribble. Kicks it to the right side to Trey Busio. Busio way outside. Pump fake. Akub with the ball on the left side. Kimmel in the corner for 3. Got it. That's going to cut the lead to 3. Nice shot by Keenan Kennel.
We are seeing a well-coached Troy team.
Absolutely. Reichenfurter gets it over to Bailey for a long shot, no good. Rebound, Akub, and he is fouled by Schweitzer, number 5. Schweitzer, I'm thinking that may be his
second.
That's his second. And that's going to send Troy. Troy is already in the bonus with 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. That's going to, if Troy can knock down their free throws, could be huge. Not even out of the third quarter, and Troy's already in the 1 in bonus. Kennel waiting to take his first one. First one's away. He got it. To thank a few more of our underwriters that make it happen here on TCR Sports. International College of Broadcasting, Heath Murray State Farm Insurance, Sound City Music, Excellence in Dentistry, and Willoughby's Hollow. Thank you very much, underwriters.
Fairborn's brought in the big boys.
Fairborn's coming back with Profit is now in the ball game. Akub, with his second one, got them both. Cut this lead to 1 with 28.1 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's a 41-40 game now. Sky-hawks still lead it. 26
Stafford
seconds.
In for Yakub.
Stafford,
break.
They're going to give Akub a break, a breather. Stafford guarding Purdy. Profit with the basketball way outside. Purdy now has it. Stafford hounding him. Pomeroy, I should say. Childers. Back to Pomeroy. Pomeroy looking to say way out in the corner for Lilly.
Yes.
Got it on the 3 with 2 seconds left. And a long shot, no good. So at the end of the third quarter, it's the Fairborn Sky-hawks 44, our Troy Trojans 40. We'll be back right after these messages with the fourth quarter here on TCR Sports.
Jim Taylor's Troy Ford, 3230 South County Road, 25A, right here in Troy. 339-2687 or TroyFord.com. At Jim Taylor Troy Ford, you'll not only find low prices on great vehicles, but an award-winning service department as well. Jim Taylor's Troy Ford, 3230 South County Road, 25A, right here in Troy.
Welcome back to the Student Activity Center here at Troy High School, where the Troy Trojans trail this thing going in the fourth quarter, 44-40. Doug, you were saying something just before we came back from the break.
Well, there's the table turn. in that third quarter, it was Troy 16, Fairborn 7.
Wow.
And we look to our sophomore, Mr. Zach.
Right.
5 points. Persinger, 4.
Right.
He's been catching fire, and Kennel with that beautiful 3. Once again, they were deadly from the line, 4 of 4.
Good deal.
Good deal, you betcha. And they held Lily to a mere 5 points in that third quarter.
So here we go. Start of this fourth quarter, almost a turnover, and the ball did get loose. Lily with the basketball, kicks it off into the far left to Schweitzer. Schweitzer had nowhere to go. Pomeroy with the ball. He's being guarded by a Koob. Kicks it out to Childers. Childers being hounded by Kennel. Loses the handle, and Pomeroy picks it up. Schweitzer puts it right in front of Reichenfurter. Here comes a Koob. A Koob going right to the basket. Up and in. Cuts this lead to 2 with 7:29 to go. Pomeroy wanted the ball and get it right back up, right in the face of the Troy Trojans. Pomeroy on the dribble. He's being guarded by a Koob. Kicks it away. That's going to be a foul on Romello. Tried to go around the backside and pop it loose, but was able to get a little too much of the body, so that's going to be a foul on Romello Lacube, and that's only his second, so he's in no foul trouble yet. 7:20 left to go. It's a 44-42 lead for the Sky-hawks. Sky-hawks with the basketball, gets it into Childers. It's being hounded by Kennel. Schweitzer, top of the key. Profit all the way over to Pomeroy. Pomeroy for 3, no good. Big rebound, controlled by Troy. Looking to get rid of it is Austin Persinger after the rebound. Koob across the timeline. Pomeroy with him. Kennel loses a handle. It was kicked out of bounds. Profit was looking to go coast to coast, a big man, but wasn't able to get the handle, so it goes out of bounds. Troy basketball.
I think he thought he had a pick 6 there.
Yes, he did.
But he started to run before he caught it.
6:49 left here in the ball game, fourth quarter. Troy trails by 2. They had the basketball. They could either tie it or go up. Kennel, look to go baseline. Kicks to Persinger. Persinger going right to the basketball. He got away with one there, but it goes in. Tie ball game. Coach Brennigan just kind of flipped his collar out, saying the official missed that one. Tie ball game. Lily with the basketball being guarded by Trey Buscio. No good. Rebound, Troy. Persinger with a big rebound. Here comes a Koob. Troy could take the lead for the first time tonight. A Koob looking to go left side. Up. No good. Rebound, Fairborn. Profit with the big rebound on that one. Pomeroy on the dribble. Looking to go by Persinger. Was able to get stopped. Schweitzer. Guarded by Reichenfurter. To Profit on the right side. Kicked it all the way back out to Schweitzer to Lily. Nowhere to go from the right side. Schweitzer at the top of the circle. He backs it up, sets the offense. Profit, big man, way outside. Kicks it all the way over to Pomeroy. No good. Drew the side of the rim. And here comes Persinger. He's grabbed by Lily. That could have almost been an intentional, but they're going to let it go. Lily gets called for the foul.
His first, I believe.
That is his first foul, but that's going to send Austin Persinger to the line shooting 1 in bonus. Again, Fairborn has got themselves in somewhat of a conundrum. Persinger, first of his 1 in bonus. These are crucial down the stretch. First one's away, got it.
45-44, first lead of the game for the Trojans.
Getting ready for the second one. I'd like to thank a few more of our underwriters. Irwin Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Troy CarStar, Trojan Auto Care, Lance Martin, Better Homes and Garden Realty. Persinger for his second one. It's away, hard off the back of the rim, no good. We've got another lane violation. And again, Persinger is going to get another shot at this.
Yeah, last time he made it.
Yeah, 3 to make 2. We had another lane violation. They said it went against number 1, which is Pomeroy. So Persinger, another shot at it. Releases it. In and out. Didn't get a chance to make that one go for the extra one after the lane violation. Lily with the basketball being guarded by Buscio. Takes it to the right side. Pomeroy kicks it off. Dribbles left. looking nowhere, picks up his dribble. He's being hounded all the way across left wing to Lilly. Lilly kicks it to Schweitzer, back to Lilly in the corner. Kicks it into Pomeroy down on the post. Pomeroy tries to force it.
Steal by Persinger.
Tried to force it in to Profit coming down the lane. No good. Good hands by Persinger. McCoob with the basketball. Troy up by a point. 45 to 44 with 5:05 left in the ball game.
This is getting exciting.
Profit out.
Interesting.
Childers out. Coming back in is Easterling and number 15 Webb for the Sky-hawks. McCoob on the dribble, being guarded by Childers. Buccio with the basketball. He's being guarded by Lilly. Stops, pops in the lane, in and out. That one was down in the basket and came rolling back out. Pomeroy with the basketball, dribbles right. Childers with it, all the way to the top of the key to Schweitzer. Schweitzer back to the right side to Webb. Webb on the dribble. Persinger got it in there, couldn't quite get it away. Coach wanted a foul. Schweitzer on the dribble, gets it to Lilly.
Buccio is on him. Oh.
And he knocks it away. Lilly going right down the lane. Nice move. Absolutely nice move. He's able to go right, cut back left, and flip it up with his left hand and in. Now Fairborn has a 1-point lead. 4:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Kennel with the basketball on the right side, looking to dribble right. No good. Persinger. Persinger going left, going in, and he got it. Nice move by Austin Persinger.
I think he wants to take over.
Trojans take a 1-point lead, 47-46. And we've got a timeout on the floor, and we're going to take one too. 3:57 left here in the fourth quarter. It's the Troy Trojans 47, Fairborn Sky-hawks 46. We'll be right back after these messages here on TCR Sports.
Bodey's Automotive, 407 Peters Avenue, Troy, Ohio, 937-703-1614. Tune-ups, brakes, computer analyzing, suspension work, and auto collision and restoration. Your complete service and collision center. For all your automotive needs, go to Bodey's Automotive.
Welcome back to the Student Activity Center here on the campus of Troy High School, where 3 minutes and 57 seconds left. It's the Troy Trojans 47, the Fairborn Sky-hawks 46. And Doug, like you said, two well-coached teams we're watching here tonight.
Buccio coming off the bench. Who knew he could play defense that well?
He's shown it.
Oh, boy.
Fairborn now with the basketball. Lilly with it. He's being guarded by Moody. Pomeroy being hounded by Coop. Gets it inside. Nice hands by Zach Reichenferter.
The boy is playing amazingly well.
And again, a sophomore, 6'3", sophomore. This kid has stepped up and is playing big-time basketball in a big-time game here. Moody almost got the steal from Lilly. Pomeroy all the way. We got a foul. And it looks like Lilly gets called. Yes. Was that? I thought he might have said 15. No, it was number 15. That's his fourth foul. That is Jacob Webb, 6'4" junior. That's his fourth foul. Player control turns the ball over to Troy. Troy with a 1-point lead with 3:37 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Akub with the basketball, dribbling right. Gets to Kennel at the top of the key. He's going for three. No good. Air ball. Didn't get it there. 19-footer went 18, Doug.
Yeah, and that's the first three they've missed this half.
So it gives Fairborn the basketball. Lilly being guarded by Moody. Gets it across the timeline. He's dribbling on the right side, way outside. They tried to pull a double team. Lilly going right to the basket. Nice shot. That kid, once he got his shoulders by, he was going to go right to the glass. And now Fairborn has a 1-point lead with 3:05 left. Back and forth we go here at the Student Activity Center at Troy High School. Moody on the dribble, left side. Gets it to Zach Reichenferter. Gets it inside to Kennel. Kennel thought about shooting it, didn't do it. Akub with the basketball on the right wing. Looking to dribble left. Gets it into Persinger. Persinger stops, pops, no good. He could have taken one dribble and had a layup. But here comes Fairborn. Pomeroy on the dribble, being guarded by Akub. Kicks it out to Childers. Childers gets blocked by Persinger. And here comes Troy. Akub on the dribble. Gets it crossed. Looking to go right. He had nowhere to go. Loses it off the leg of one of the, couldn't tell which Fairborn defender.
Easterling.
And it's going to be Troy's basketball underneath their own basket on the right side. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go.
Childers comes in, Easterling out.
So they're bringing back in some of their starters. And we've got a ball off the foul, and they're going to that's going to go against Schweitzer, and that's going to put Zach Reichenfurter to the line, shooting 2. From here on out, any foul, Troy is going to go the line shooting 2. Trailing by a point. Zach's first one attempt, no good, way off the mark. That one hit the glass and the back of the rim at the same time. And he steps up to the line for his second one. Releases. That one rolls around off the back of the rim and in to tie this ball game at 48.
Buccio's in and Moody's out.
So they bring Buccio in as a defender, and he's going to go against Lilly. Lilly with the dribble. Dribbling with his left hand, crossover dribble. He's looking to go left, still looking to go left. They're trailing him through. Buccio's back on him. Kicks to Schweitzer to the top. Back to Pomeroy. Pomeroy backs it out. Over to Schweitzer on the left wing. And it's picked up by Zach. Zach's all alone. Sophomore heading to the glass. Gets it up and in. Troy takes a 2-point lead with 1:53 left to go in the ball game. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor. Timeout, Fairborn. That's a 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here.
What's happening defensively is something you don't see too often.
Right.
Either Lilly or Pomeroy, if they have the ball and they make a drive off a screen, there's instantaneous double team.
Right.
And the switching that's going on to make sure, now you've got 2-on-1.
Right.
So there's got to be an open man, right?
Right.
They switch so fast. Boy, you just don't see that.
And again, you could definitely tell at this, like you said, well-coached team, and those kids are out there talking to each other on that switch. You can see it.
I'm telling you, this is really something to watch.
Good defense by the Trojans. So Fairborn with the basketball. Lilly kicks it into Childers. Childers on the dribble, being guarded by Kennel. Profit with the basketball being guarded by Persinger, but they pulled the switch on top of that. Persinger's now on Pomeroy. So there's a mismatch. Pomeroy goes to the basket. Oh my Lord, what a shot. Persinger drove him down. He was on his way down on his back. He threw it up off the glass and in from the right side. So that's going to tie it all up with 1:35 left to go here in the fourth quarter. So Pomeroy has a chance to go to the line to complete the long three-pointer. First one's away. He got it. So Fairborn now takes a 1-point lead with 3 minutes and a half to go, or a minute and a half to go here in the fourth quarter. Akub on the dribble. He's being guarded by Pomeroy. Akub still backing it out, looking to do something. He almost lost it. Buccio has the basketball, going down the lane, gets it up, and no good by the sophomore. Persinger with the basketball, kicks it back out to Zach. Zach loses a handle, but Akub was able to hang on to it. 1 minute and 2 seconds left to go here in the ball game. Troy trailing by 1. We're down to less than a minute. Akub with the dribble. He's fouled. He is fouled by Pomeroy, and that's going to send Akub to the line shooting 2.
That's Pomeroy's fourth.
55.3 seconds. Troy trails by 1. Akub going to the line shooting 2. I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors. Caliber Home Loans, Stanley Steamer, International College of Broadcasting, Heath Murray, State Farm Insurance.
Bingo!
First one is good by Akub to tie this game up at 51 apiece. Sound City Music, and excellence in dentistry. Thank you very much, underwriters. We've got ourselves a barn burner here to Student Activity Center here, Troy High School, at 55.3 seconds left. All knotted up at 51. Koob with his second attempt, and it's away. Got it. Troy takes a 1-point lead. And there's another 30-second timeout on the floor, and again, Doug.
Aunt Lizzie, hold on to your dentures.
Hold on, here we go. 55.3 seconds. Troy winning this ball game by 1 point, 52-51.
This has been.
This second half
has
absolutely been a good ball game.
We're seeing some really good play from both teams.
Right.
This Troy defense in the second half has come alive. And and both these coaches are coaching their butts off.
Absolutely.
I mean, neither one is uproaring, but they are pointing. They are bringing a calmness, a confidence to both of their teams. It's been great to watch.
This has been a fun ball game. This will be one that definitely we're going to watch on Troy Community Television on demand when we get this up, because this is one of the better games that we have seen in a long time. Both coaches absolutely coaching, both these teams playing extremely well. But with 55.3 seconds, Fairborn has the basketball. He gets it in. Schweitzer gets it into Pomeroy. Pomeroy on the dribble, heading up the left side. Being guarded by Koob. Decides to cut right. Koob switches. Lilly with the drive. He got it with 42 seconds left. They take a 1-point lead. 53-52, 37 seconds left to go. Troy has the basketball. Koob getting it just across the timeline. He's being guarded by Pomeroy. 28 seconds. Looking for a trip. Koob going right side. Kennel for three. Downtown, no good. Rebound, Busio. Back out to Persinger. Persinger with the ball. Back to Koob, 17 seconds left. This one's going down to the wire, folks. Koob on the dribble, going right, going left, going inside. Gets it up, and in! He scores with 9 seconds left. Timeout, Fairborn. 8.5 seconds. Spin move by Romello Koob. Gets it to go.
Oh my goodness.
Hang on to your hats here, folks. 54-40, 53. Troy takes a 1-point lead.
I'm having fun.
Tell you what, although with 8.5 seconds,
plenty of time.
Plenty of time here.
But the double bonus is what has killed Fairborn.
Absolutely. Troy, the next
8 points from the line in the second half.
Troy still has a foul to give before they're into the bonus. So
Troy has shot 8 of 10 from the line in the second half. Defense, free throws. Us old guys, we know what we're talking about.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what the coach. That's exactly what the coach said last night.
And having a kid like Koob, having a kid like Pomeroy and Persinger and Lilly, who can take the ball and make things happen. This is a barn burner.
8.5 seconds. Hang on to your, as my grandma used to say, hang on to your britches, young man, because here we go.
Is that generally when she cut a switch?
Yes, that's right. Shoulders with the basketball, gets it across the timeline, 6 seconds to go. Pomeroy with it. Pomeroy looking to go left. He almost loses the handle. Lilly with a tough shot no good. Troy wins it at the buzzer. 53-54. Troy Trojans come out on top over the Fairborn Sky-hawks. What a great game. Neither one of these teams have anything to be ashamed of. It was a hard-fought game. Wow. Woo! That was one heck of a game. We're going to take a break and we'll be back with the post-game report after these messages here on TCR Sports.
Jim Taylor's Troy Ford, 3230 South County Road, 25A, right here in Troy. 339-2687 or TroyFord.com. At Jim Taylor Troy Ford, you'll not only find low prices on great vehicles, but an award-winning service department as well. Jim Taylor's Troy Ford, 3230 South County Road, 25A, right here in Troy.
Welcome back to the Student Activity Center here at Troy High School, where we just had a barn burner. It started out, didn't look good for the Trojans, but at the end of the night, the Trojans came out here with a huge victory over the Fairborn Sky-hawks, 54-53, and it was right down to the last shot, Doug.
Here's what I think happened. One man's opinion.
Okay.
Brandon Lilly was just absolutely unstoppable in the first half.
Yes.
26 points.
Yes.
Yakub was on him as often as he could. As a consequence, Romello scored but 9. I mean, he was doing his best, but with all the switching that was going on, the weave offense that the Skyhawks were running, that young man ran all over the court the first half.
Right.
The second half, Buccio came out as played, I'm going to guess, 8 to 9 minutes.
Sounds about right, yes.
He was on Lilly like white on rice. Have you heard that one?
Yes, I have.
It goes back generations.
Right.
Still, the young man ends up with 39 points, but he only is 1 of 2 on three-pointers, where in the first half he had, Lord knows, my pencil burned up.
he had a bunch.
He ends up with 39 points. He is the leading scorer. Pomeroy, 11. Came back in the second half. In the second half, Romello Yakub, 17 points. He doubled it, almost doubled his total from the first half, and they were critical. Austin Persinger, 11 points. Sophomore Zach, who played he did not play like a sophomore.
He played extreme. He played like a seasoned junior. At anyways,
he had 10, 6 for Kennel. Kennel's pretty good from outside, and 6 for Funderburg. This Troy team, we saw them last year. We saw many of these kids last year.
Yes.
They've bought into a system.
Yes.
They have bought into a system. You look at Funderburg. I don't know what he did over the summer, but I think he did something pretty awesome, because he was out there playing physical basketball without fouling. I don't think he picked up a foul.
And I saw that at their first scrimmage, where he definitely has the edge that he did not have last year, and we saw it in tonight's ball game. Not only Funderburg with the edge, but Persinger went in there down the stretch in that fourth quarter. He said, "The glass is mine." The glass is mine.
Now, Mr. Persinger erupted in the second half for 4, 6, 8. 9 of his 11 points.
Right.
In the second half, he had 2 blocks and at least 3 steals in the second half. They played defense. That coach went in there at halftime and said, "Gentlemen,
yes,
you know what to do. You know what to do. Do it."
Right.
And they did. And I got to say, that was, both teams.
Just a great ball game to call and a great ball game to watch. And
this early in the season,
I tell you what, this was almost remnants, or kind of like some playoff basketball going into the tournament. But
it still was pretty rough around the edges. There were a lot of turnovers, particularly in the first half. Troy benefited from an over-physical play by Fairborn. Fairborn had, 2 players with 4 fouls,
right,
and 5 players with 3 fouls. Nobody fouled out, but Moody and Persinger were the only 2 Trojans with 3 fouls. And
well, the way this game went tonight, it was what a great ball game. I tell you what, we're going to take another break here. We're going to come back and wrap up this post-game report, and we'll be right back with more of the post-game report here on TCR Sports.
Bodey's Automotive, 407 Peters Avenue, Troy, Ohio, 937-703-1614. Tune-ups, brakes, computer analyzing, suspension work, and auto collision and restoration. Your complete service and collision center. For all your automotive needs, go to Bodey's Automotive.
Welcome back to Student Activity Center here on the campus of Troy High School, where the Troy Trojans has had a big win over the Fairborn Sky-hawks, 53-54. Nail biter, Doug, right down to the end, and right to the last shot. Pomeroy had a chance to possibly win this thing for the Sky-hawks. Just great defense, especially in the fourth quarter by the Troy Trojans. Especially Trey Buscio we have to tip his hat because he basically shut down Lilly.
He did well. Kennel did well. Stafford,
yes.
5'5" senior guard. He came out. I think he probably played 4 minutes, had one turnover, but that 4 minutes gave Yakub some breathing room, and he played a good game. As a matter of fact, it was a very solid game. There were a lot of hiccups in terms of turnovers in the first half. Once both teams got into the flow of their offense and defense, it was a beautiful thing.
It was a great game to call.
We're not talking NBA. We're not talking college. We're not talking junior college. We're talking high school.
High school basketball, where these kids are out there and they're giving it all. And again, neither one of these teams, neither Fairborn or neither one of these teams had anything to be ashamed of tonight. It just so happens that our Trojans come out with a 1-point victory, and
a call could have gone either way.
And it could have been a different outcome. But what a great game by both clubs. And around the county tonight, I want to mention Pickle was at home against Wapakoneta. Tipp City was on the road at Graham. And Troy Christian, we're kind of curious to see what happened across town. They were against their rivalry, Dayton Christian. And, Doug, again, we're going to get out of here tonight with a 1-point victory. But it doesn't stop here. We move on to Friday night, and we're going to take this show on the road to Greenville, taking on the Greenville Green Wave and Clay Giozzi.
Well, you'll take it on the road.
Yes.
My wife bought box tickets to Nutcracker, so I know where I'll be.
So it'll at least be yours truly here on the broadcast Friday night, coming to you live from Greenville High School. And again, the Troy Trojans will take their 2-1 record on the road to go up against the Greenville Green Wave. And like I said, Clay Giozzi is a great senior over there at Greenville High School. So
I think you're the president of his family.
No, I am not. I just know the kid is a good young man and he's a good ball player. So for Kyle Matthews back at the studio, David Denoyer, our videographer for television on demand, Troy Television, Community Television on demand, and Doug Page and Dave Fisher saying good night, everybody.
Good night, Portland, Oregon. Good night, San Francisco. Good night, all the ships at sea.